Dear friends, hello. I'm David Afromov at afromov.com. I didn't plan to do the broadcast today. I showed the studio. I showed everything. Actually, we were placing today the monument of the grave of my father. The time where I was in the graveyard, I received a message from the buyers that like to cancel. Usually not big deal I receive. Unfortunately, in my online sales career, this is normal message. I want to cancel. 1,000 reasons. But that reason was unique, so I decided to do even live broadcast about it because maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. So I just want to open a discussion. The reason of cancellation because we all the time announced that we don't sell on other sites, only on afromov.com. So the buyer said, and maybe he's right, I find your store on Amazon, I see your store on ads on eBay. Why it's there? First of all, on eBay, we sell from 2001, almost 20 years. We don't sell paintings there for decades. We sell only prints. I think I have the right to sell prints. And especially the trademark and copywriting belong to our family. It's all officially registered. On Amazon, we had a small store. The problem on Amazon, we cannot compete with the fakes, so we keep the stores there only for one reason, to be able to report the fakes. When you have registered trademark on Amazon, it's much easier to report the fakes than to do it out of the blue. So, but on Amazon, we're also planning to sell studio works. So this buyer basically claimed, maybe he's right. He said, what's the difference between studio work and Chinese replicas? He said, what you're gonna do when tomorrow all the market gonna be flooded with Chinese copies of your father? I'm gonna tell a secret. Maybe it's not a secret, but my father art so popular that we're fighting with a fake Afromov, fake art, almost 10 years. And we're winning it. Nothing changed. After he passed away, we have the same legal right to remove Chinese copy, not Chinese, American copy, not important. We have the right to remove them from the internet and from the store. And what's good, the big companies like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay, they react much easier now when my father passed away because they have more respect. The artist passed away, so now they're very careful what people sell. Now we have more power to remove the fakes. And how distinguish it's a fake or it's Afromov Studio? This I hate the question about it. So my question to you, what do you prefer? That my father passed away and all the studio, all the artists, is that he trained all his life, you're gonna say, no, you cannot copy Afromov paintings. Why not? These people know his spirit. They know how to do it correctly. Tell me, what's the difference between fake Rolex and real Rolex? Was the inventor of the Rolex is still alive? I doubt. In reason, it's in technology and in the style as it done. Chinese knockoff not possible to create in the style of my father. For example, I show you today Christian. He worked with my father over 10 years. 10 years he studied with my father to paint in his style. And now when he do the copies, how to distinguish from knockoffs? By quality, very easy. Quality is super good of his copies, and it's signed by his name. Chinese, they don't sign. I don't want to even say Chinese. The knockoffs, they are not signed or signed with some fake name. Our paintings that studio produced signed Afromov Studio, and on the back it clearly says who was the artist that did it. Like the person mentioned, do we have a legal right to do it? Yes, we do have it. We allow to our artists to paint copies. We never sell them as the paintings of my father. I know, like, legally, I know I can sell whatever I want, but you know, I may be a little bit over stressed now because we just put the tomb on the grave. And of course, for galleries and resellers that want to make quick dollar, the studio work gonna be heavy because some buyer said, okay, I don't have a lot of money, I cannot afford real Afromov original, I can buy studio work. Same, let's say I buy a watch, let's say I have Patek Philippe, I buy, it's a limited edition, open edition. It's now Afremov becoming in this level. It's a next level. And I think no other artist in the world does it. So after today, you purchase the originals and original recreations assigned by my father, and tomorrow we increase prices on some pieces still gonna be affordable. Next step is going to be or to buy Giclée, print signed by my father, or to buy studio. I don't want, you know, my father all his life dreamed about his art going to be in each house. He passed away, but his legacy still can survive. Why do I need to stop? Only because some gallery cannot resell it 10 times more? What's the reason? Of course, on my website, it's clearly stated. Studio work, Afremov work. In the description, big letters. Today we even had a glitch. It was a funny glitch, actually. We promoting the paintings of my father, and my team listed them as a studio works. So the all large size painting, even though it's stated in the description, the studio, it's my father. It's not opposite. It's not Afremov and you receive studio. It's opposite. And for me to fix the listings after I send emails take tons of time. So I didn't want to do it. I just kept it this way, and if somebody asks, yeah, it's real Afremov. So why I need to stop everything? My father wanted his art live forever. His legacy bring life to houses of all the people around the world. He trains these people to do it. He didn't survive maybe 3 weeks to see the final outcome, so he didn't saw the reaction of you on their words. But I will see it. If I see the reaction going to be negative, I will stop it. But so far, we listed their works on our website about a month ago, a little bit more, like 2 weeks before he passed away. And already people start to receiving it and they're happy. They're really happy. So I don't see any issue here. It's just to bring joy to the people. Of course, we never, ever, these pieces never sold as Afremov. They sold as his studio. Coco Chanel, what, I don't know if she's alive, but what she mixing perfumes? No. For the people that have originals, original recreation, they're going to be more priceless than more studio work going to be sold. Because more studio work is sold, more promotion we're doing to the Afremov. More people know about him. Try to imagine. He passed away months ago. Now the rating of his as an artist skyrocketed like 10 times. And try to imagine in 10 years, after studio work and everybody working, what's going to be value of real Afremov painting? It's going to be a lot more, because you can say it's a studio and this is real. Real is his real signature. On front, on the back, special certification that with augmented reality you can see if it's real painting or not. No other artist done it in their nation, never. I don't know, I got disconnected. I don't know what I stopped, where my broadcasts were disconnected. So it was like some error. Facebook showed me some error. So I don't know if it still issue. Hold on. Somebody see me? Somebody hear me? Let me see my own Facebook. Probably, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, I see myself. Okay, technical issue. You know, Facebook sometimes have technical issues. Yeah, hello everybody. So, I don't know, something is just black screen and says disconnected. Maybe Facebook didn't like the way I was talking. I don't know. I think it's just technical glitch. Thank you very much. So I decided, you know, when somebody criticizes, my father criticized me, I'm part of him. I worked with him 32 years. I hate galleries. I hate resellers that basically made money of us all the time, give us a pennies. I don't say they bad, I don't say it's good, it's a bad business. This is why we try to work directly. So with the studio work, my father already created for himself the name. He gonna be in the memories forever. But with studio works, it's gonna be more. I'm gonna be able to bring his legacy to more people. Because print, Giclée, it's print. It's good quality, fantastic solution if you don't have money, but if you can pay a little bit more, why not to have real art? It's not knockoffs. Knockoff, because I hate when people use this word, and especially they think it's something like special. This person said, oh, soon the world will be flooded with Chinese knockoff. It's already flooded. And we report them daily. I have 5 people in legal department. And next week we're planning to hire American Texas company that's gonna basically report them on like legal basis, like through the courts. Now we're just reporting through the sites. They're gonna report them through the courts. I'm gonna protect our trademark because Afremov is gonna be like Coco Chanel, Cartier, Louis Vuitton. The person that created it's no longer here, but his legacy is carried by other artists that train with him decades, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I have people work with him, and they're gonna create something new under his brand with different signature, of course. In the art business, a signature very important. And of course, this piece is gonna cost cheaper, but it doesn't mean it's gonna destroy the value of the real paintings. Of course, if you're planning to buy from me and resell it on eBay in a couple years, bad idea, because our student work is gonna be there, and the quality gonna be, of course, less than Afremov, but you're not gonna be able to have a high markup because people that not able to afford like real Afremov, they're gonna buy a studio. So, but in the future, it's real Afremov. You have real paintings signed by the Leonid Afremov, not signed by some misters that created even in my studio. So it's priceless. Try to imagine another 20 years of my hard work to promoting my father's name. What's gonna be the value of real paintings that he signed 20 years ago? It's gonna be priceless. It's more than priceless. It's gonna be like super unique, super one of a kind because it's no more. But everybody gonna know him. Why? Try to imagine. Let's say Mark like, I don't know, Louis Vuitton or something similar. The producer passed away. And the family said, it's it. We no longer, designer is no longer here, we're gonna stop it. Who gonna remember about them? But they continue, they push it, they make a new brand. Of course, based on the name of the designer, but it's a new product. Same gonna happen with Afremov. We're gonna do the best to make my father more famous than he was now. And the money that you paid for your painting gonna be much more stronger because as more recreation, my students gonna do copies, not knockoffs, copies. Knockoffs, if somebody tried, to fake something, it's not a fake, absolutely legal. In our studio, with permission of my father, they doing copies and they sign by their names and it's stated it's official copy. No us artist doesn't. I know a lot of artists, I'm not gonna name them, but after the death, it was studios that were created and others are paintings. I'm not playing these dirty games. My father never played dirty games. He never was working with galleries, with all this. He only was himself, and he trained these people himself. So these paintings, I think they are gonna be, Afremov painting gonna be more priceless. And studio painting gonna continue his legacy to bring art to every house, original, handmade. My father loved to touch his paintings all the time. He was sitting and touching them, the texture. And we were talking with him. I said, let's concentrate on Giclée, on prints, like it's common in the art industry. More prints, more Giclées, less oil. He said, it's not possible. I work with a knife. Try to touch it. Look at the texture. He almost was crying when he was touching them. Now he's gone. His paintings that we have available is not that many. It's not that many. Tomorrow morning, the price is going to go up on sets, on you know what's going on today. My Facebook just kicking me out. Have no clue. I just starting to talk and it's boom, kick me out. So probably if you heard me, you will understand my point. As more students going to do the copies, the more value going to be for originals. If somebody cannot see the difference between Chinese copies and our studio work, good luck. I cannot say anything. If you don't see the difference between diamond and glass, what can I say? Nothing. Because tonight we increasing prices, sets and super large sizes. I don't know, all the time we got kicked out. I don't know what's going on today with Facebook. It's for sure not me, it's for sure their connection. So while you have chance to buy real Afromov, signed by him, buy it. Especially sets, especially the large sizes. Yeah, I know we have a glitch on the large sizes, they listed in category student work. But you have my words, it's a certification and signature, says it's my father. And the actual paintings of my father. We just listed in the wrong category. And if I'm gonna remove from one category to another, the email link gonna change, so people not gonna be able to find them. So I said, what can I do? So let's stick this way. I know if I'm gonna be disconnected again, I'm gonna try to do it from my cell phone. Maybe this is gonna work. But it's allowed me like 5-10 minutes and it's kicking me off. So again, Afromov, it's a brand. It's the only artist in the world. So if you got gallery, like a reseller of the art, you never heard about a company like us before. It's an artist. We have paintings created by him, signed by him. Paintings created by him with his students, signed by him. It's obvious. We sell it already 20 years. So also we do have his students' work. It's on-demand painting, so you custom order from the student, from professional artists that work in our studio already over 10 years to do the copy. Like this, I think my name of my father gonna live forever. Like this, I'm gonna be able to promote his name. And as more people gonna join the site, buy the recreation done by the students, the more value of the original is gonna go. Because you can say, yeah, try to imagine, you drive car, let's say I drive Porsche, and I have my neighbors, he have a Porsche from 1968 with some signature like super custom made. He even don't allow, you know, nobody to touch it because it's unique, it's rare. Same your paintings that you're buying now. Signed by Afromov, it's rare. Of course, online you're gonna see a lot of knockoffs on Amazon, Etsy, everywhere, Wish. It's gonna be, it's normal. But Google Rolex, Google Cartier also going to find tons of sites that, that offer you Rolex for $5. You not buy them because you're a reasonable man. Same with the art. You're not going to buy something that it's, you know it's knockoff, whereas the company monitor it. So let's say if my father passed away, let's say I close the business and I sell only prints and live from royalties. It's also a lot of money, but I stop his legacy. In this moment, there's going to be thousands of Afromov knockoffs on the internet. Thousands. Because in this case, all these like fakers have the wide open. But now when we control the market, we are on the market. I not allow any one fake Afromov to be published. And how to say different between fake Afromov and real? Come on. If you have eyes, you can see. Studio work. Each work you can scan with your iPhone with a special application and gonna say it's a studio work created by Christian. Studio work created by this. It's have different signature. Everything different there. So my father so was proud about his studio. He didn't survive, guys, 2 weeks. If you notice, some people know my website better than I do. Some people watching me better than my site more than I do, they know that we listed his studio works on August 7. He passed on August 19. So we start selling them little by little on August 7 in the special category with a special explanation what we're selling. But he didn't survive to see reaction of the buyers. Damn. And now because somebody cannot make some profits because he thinks it's a bad business, I need to stop it. No. Absolutely not. And what I'm doing, we have the full legal right to do it. We continue the life of Leonid Afremov art in the copies that are done by the studio. You know, yesterday I was a little bit negative about them. Okay. Question. I'd like to ask a question. The original sign by your dad show selling over 10. Why? Good question. I like it. Originals, unique, one of a kind, cost 10,000 and more. For 149, it's recreation. Please read the description. This is what I ask everybody. It's gonna save me tons of energy. Description. It's when you click on the item, there is on the left side description. It's gonna say it's a painting created by Afremov together with his studio. So studio was doing background. My previous video I showed it, and my father was finishing fast with details, but with his passion, how he loved to do it. This signed by him. This cost 149 because everybody say I'm crazy. He used to sell at 149 and I gonna sell at 149. I'm not gonna increase price till the inventory is over. Only super large sizes and sets. This, I have too much pressure from my associates. They said it's not good business, so okay. This piece not done completely by him and by him and his studio, but he signed and he finishes it. It's clearly stated in the description. We sell it over 17 years. Some people prefer unique one of a kind if they can afford it for $10,000. Or some people prefer artist copy with artist signature of my father. This costs cheaper, very cheap. Soon after the copy gonna sold out, we're gonna have studio works. You know, I saw today the people that work in the studio, and from the side I see a nice lady, like she painting, but I see my father. She learned from him. She studied from him. And I say, if I'm gonna stop to promote them, it's the same I stop to promote my father. It's a betrayal. They continue legacy of my father. Colors with palette knife. Why not? And today, the last 5 days, people that bought studio work start receiving the paintings. And we didn't have one cancellation. We have more sales, people buy more because they like the idea. Now, of course, you have the unique chance today to buy real Afremov paintings signed by him, originals or recreations, and especially sets and super large sizes. Even though super large size, one listing have a mistake. Listings have a mistake, they listed as a studio work. I am sorry, but for me, it's almost not possible to change it because it's involved a lot of stuff around it. So because you're gonna buy something cheaper and you receive something more expensive, I think people are gonna forgive me. That instead of studios, they're gonna receive Afremov. I think it's not a problem. Yeah, it's gonna be modern comparison to Van Gogh, you will see it. He's the only artist in the world that connected technology with the art, that make the studio public. I know tons of artists. Listen to the videos that my father published, like I published his video like a couple days ago. He revealed secrets of the industry, like Silva, like Dali, like all the big artists. Everybody have helper studio, but it was like a side. We make it public. Why not? Now the studio make it copy, but they're not signed by Afremov and signed differently. So it's fine. It's no problem. It's not scam. It's just continuation of legacy of Afremov. Different way. But again, each house gonna have his paintings. You love his style. You cannot afford recreation done by him. You cannot afford original done by him. But at least you can afford the studio work. It's hand painting. Not in some person tell me, oh, it's some Mexican in sweatshop doing it. Today I show you the sweatshop. It's not a sweatshop. It's a talented artist that my father selected around the world from Argentina. Mexico, United States, United Kingdom, Australia. We have a person from Australia moved to Playa del Carmen to work in the studio of my father 6 years ago. Till now, the only thing they were doing like work under supervision of my father, and they never were finishes. They start finishing paintings about months and a half ago. They were not for sale. My father wanted to make sure that his studio can do something independent. 10 years took him, 10 years to study doctor to take less. 10 years took him to study these people to become artist in his style. 10 years, day to day to day. They do the recreation. He comes with his knife. Look, and listen. Change. What you didn't hear? No, not correct. Every day. And this is a recreation. He put his soul. He finishes it. Now he's not there, but these people are trained good. They know what they do. And if I see somebody like not good, we immediately changing them. And we open a new art school for the new students, that people, if they want to study my father's style for free, they can come to Playa del Carmen and study from our artist. And if somebody good enough, he can stay and work. I want my father legacy be on the next level. With the application, the application that I did with the book, it's cost over $200,000. Only the feature, half of the money cost, is it gonna scan my father painting and it's gonna tell real, not real. What you guys thinking about knockoff? Art dealers, they work as 50 years ago. Artist, nobody. If he passed away, we go to his family, buy all his paintings, wait for 10 years and sell it 10 times more. Whew, we're millionaires, we're smart. Of course not. We're not gonna allow to do it with us. Father passed away, but his legacy gonna live forever. His studio gonna live forever. And after the recreation that he signed by him gone, studio gonna continue working. And some person said to me, so you're gonna forge your father's signature? Why do I need to do it? For what reason? Studio sign, if Mr. Christian created the painting, it's gonna be signed by his name. If the Andrea created painting, she's gonna sign it. On the back, of course. So you're gonna know the new heroes. You're gonna know the paintings, the people that does it. And also, they have my permission, the students. They have permission to sell their own paintings, not copy of my father, but something their own. Why not? They also talented. They're young. And my father chose them. You know what the selection was. So just try to imagine. Only today it's arrived about 50 people from different places in the world to say last hello to my father. Unfortunately, I was typing email. This I still not forgive to myself, but I'm new generation. I receive email, I need to reply. I cannot stop. You know, as my wife say, the happy time and family when your phone dying. So this is what's happening. He gave them his gift. He trains them. Artist Gerardo we have in the studio, super talented. He was with my father and Christian in the same room for years. And my father was like, what have you done? Did I touch you like this? Let's change it. This is not good painting. Cut it out. New one. He touched them, made it tough way. Everybody that studied my father said he's a tough. But now he's gone. So what the galleries want, I'm gonna stop business. I'm gonna stop his name, stop his legacy. Only because they're losing the investment in the original. First of all, nobody loses investment in original. Original, always original. It's no new originals, even no new recreations. It's just new line of product. It's going to be prints, giclées, but I would love to show you the paintings that you can touch and feel the texture. It's not going to be signed by my father, but it's going to be done by the people that trained by him. So now, hello from Mexico too. Mark meets nosotros en Playa del Carmen. Absolutely. You can ask a studio work, is they gonna do it? Is they gonna be happy? Because now, first of all, they also were stressed out what's gonna happen to them because they not see themselves without my father. They think, what are we gonna get fired? I said, I don't know. Let me test. I sent some. Maybe you notice you bought studio paintings. They arrive like this fast. This I specially pack them and send. I want to see the reaction because I like them what they're doing. I want to see your reaction. Reaction was super positive. People send me so much warm letters like, David, your studio working well. We love it. I was so happy. I showed this letter to the studio. They were crying because they don't know what happened. And now we can continue to make more Afremov name more popular. It's a next step. I'm so sorry my father don't see it, but damn, it's massive heart failure. As the doctors tell me, nobody can do nothing. Even if it's happened in the hospital. It's not possible. So now you have this damn chance to own real Afremov paintings. I don't gonna speculate how much price gonna be higher in 10 years, but it's gonna be. No option, no other option because he not creating you. Of course, some gallery owners, I had today conversation with different person. He said, yeah, so people are gonna buy real Afremos, they're gonna buy studio. What's my investment is? I said, then you don't understand anything in the art business. I said, I'm sorry, I'm 30 years in the art business, and I perfectly know studio or real for investors that buy like not more for like a decoration, but more for like to say I own something real. He always gonna buy. The problem, people that are in this industry, they don't understand what they do. Even though they decades, 50 years in the same industry, 100 years, but they box-minded. And now words has changed. It's different world. It's our world. World of the people with technology. People with new vision. So this is like, it's a new world. These people, galleries don't understand how it's working. Now it's the internet. Nobody come to gallery, auction houses. They have the small clientele and smaller. And today when I listed for auction my father palette, the site crashed because it was 9,000 people at the same time bidding. So I removed it. I said, okay, I don't know what to do with this. Site crashed because of it. So I'm gonna make, of course, if you can afford originals, better original. Of course, it's real Afremov. The person, he's no longer here. Not here, but he's real. It's real Afremov painting. Studio, it's beautiful. It's his legacy. But if you can afford, let's say, if you want to buy Porsche, handmade by Ferdinand Porsche with his signature on new Porsche, and you can afford the handmade, I would buy my personal, I buy handmade. Like my neighbor, actually he crashed his Porsche on the traffic light. He stopped and somebody hit him in the back. I was sure he's gonna have a heart attack. Same as here. Yes, it's name gonna be more famous. As more we work, it's more famous the name gonna be. So if you are a gallery and you want to buy from here and resell it on eBay next year, don't buy. You're not gonna make any profit. I don't know what's like, I cannot center my face. You do not make any profit because we also gonna sell on eBay. Recreation done by the students. And some people prefer, because somebody sell on eBay, they don't know him, they don't know what he sell. And we're gonna report everything. From, if you like to sell on eBay, even what you bought from us, you need my authorization. Maybe somebody don't know, but if you're gonna to list something, eBay gonna say, without authorization, you can't. It's a trademark. You need to respect trademark. And of course, I'm gonna check if it's real. I check the description and then we authorize it. But if I see you bought painting for $149 and now little this change of description saying like for $10,000, it's gonna be removed. Hey Wendy, hey everybody. So my legacy is to continue promoting my father art. I was in months in a huge depression because I don't know what to do. I sold almost all his recreations. Today, in the next couple of days, the rest gonna go. Unfortunately, this people love his work, even recreation signed by him. It's priceless. So I was thinking to concentrate on prints, on posters. I cannot, my arms, I cannot lift them to do it. Today I went to the studio. It's actually first time in the last 2 weeks. And I see people, artists, working in the style of my father. And in some moment, I just saw him sitting in the same chairs. And I see him walking around them and said, no, change this, change that, add this. And I think it's it. He's still there. Because they're listening, I saw it, one artist doing, and suddenly he started removing it. I said, why? Your father told me it's not correct. I said, what? No, not now, like before. So they know. So I can continue the legacy of my father. I can continue bring joy to the house of people of real handmade paintings. They're going to be signed different. It's going to be clearly stated it's a copy done by the studio. But it's going to be. It's going to be. And in 10 years, the real originals or recreations, nobody going to care. Going to cost a lot of money. And I keep for myself, I paid 800 originals. Today I gave to Facebook collectors 25, just, to say thank you. I can afford it, but I have over 800 originals that I keep, I'm not selling. You can see them in my room, in my house. These pieces stay with me. Only if somebody offers very good money. But recreation, it's recreation. It's done by him, signed by him. And now we have studio works. So tomorrow when you log into Afromov, you will see high price for sets, high price for large sizes, leftovers of recreation. I don't say leftovers something, but just recreations that we still have in stock, and unique originals, and studio paintings. So people that receiving my daily emails, gonna receive email with the studio works. It's worth it, worth to try. When they receive your email about musical cats, it's not a problem. You can have this painting in 2 weeks. I can hold it. If anybody want to hold, so I hold painting for them. It's not a problem. Just let me know. I'm gonna hold painting for you. If you cannot complete the payment now, it's not a problem. So. Today I realized that legacy of my father gonna live forever. Because with the studio, I opened door to all other artists. I said, you want to study from us? Come. It's gonna be signed under Afromov Studio. It's gonna be new paintings, not copies of my father's works. Something new, but under our umbrella. No artist in the world did it. I don't know. Maybe something with my tooth, I don't feel part of my face. So no other artist did it in international. So when art gallery tried to put us in the same box as a regular artist, forget it. Afromov not regular artist. Not Van Gogh, not Chagall. They great, they immortal. But Afromov but they for the rich. Afromov was working for regular people. Or now originals for the rich, of course. Recreation gonna be for the rich in a couple of months. But studio work continue to work. They continue to bring new joy to the people. Because my father, I show you how he holds the painting. Take a look. He was touching it like this all the time. So when the studio makes something, he was like this. When he creates something, and he was able not looking to tell what's painted there because he feel it. This feeling is not possible to copy. Not possible to copy. Not possible. You see this feeling of touching. Prints not gonna allow you. Giclée, itching, like whatever, not gonna allow you to do it. Only real painting when you can touch it. You feel it, because each stroke it's a part of the soul of the artist. Even when the students does it, it's still stroke of my father, because he trains them. Take a look. This is how all his life he was touching painting. He could sit and touch painting. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm trying to feel it. He was feeling through the fingers, the texture, everything. This is not possible to replicate with a printer, not possible. With a giclée, it's not possible. The look, yes, look is beautiful. But replicate the actual texture, you can't. So if somebody say how you're going to distinguish Afro from knockoffs in China, touch it and you will see it. I don't even hate this knockoff from China. Why China? It can be from anywhere. Knockoffs and knockoffs. You cannot feel it, because when I close my eyes and I feel this painting, I can feel the emotion of the artist. So if you have your painting in your home, just take it and feel it. Then you will understand, because any knockoff that doesn't have it. Also, you can do replica maybe of some bag, fancy bag. Maybe if you know everything, you can do the replica if you have same materials. But to create painting, you need to know. You need to know the style. You cannot do it. If art galleries think it's easy to do it, as my father all the time was saying, do it. You think it's easy. Here's a knife. We have some Russian artist. He came to our studio and he was laughing. What are you doing? It's simple. You're a disgrace to the art. It's so easy to do the copies. And my father said, okay, try. He was doing 3 days. We don't touching him. In 3 days, he come to my father and said, Leonid, I'm sorry, teach me. But my father said, go out of here, because you disgrace me first, I don't want to talk with you. The person was coming 1 month every day. Please teach me and forgive me, because he said, I didn't realize how difficult. And my father tried to train him, but after 1 month, the person give up, because he said he's not able to do it. He was so stressed. He professional artist. Professional. Real professional artist. And he not able to do it. And you say, somebody said, how can you distinguish knockoffs, not knockoffs? Funny. Funny. How can you distinguish real painting from knockoff? When my artist trained 10 years. 10 years they training. And they still have the videos. I show it tomorrow in the studios. They have big screens of my father painting. They still looking how he does it, and they cannot replicate. For example, cats, all these pieces, we only have available as recreation done by my father, because no student till now not able to replicate cats correctly. Only probably Christian and one more artist, but also it takes them tons of time. So to create, it's going to cost the same as my father original. So this is how it's work. All our people super professional, super best. Tomorrow I'm going to make interview with each one of them. So they're going to talk with you. They're going to explain you how they working. And you're going to know the new heroes. Because, my father passed away, but his legacy is going to live forever. This is how it's work. So all these galleries that want to do quick dollar, not with us, not with me, not in this world, not with Afromov paintings. I have declined, sometimes now especially with a lot of orders, I don't check, but for example, yesterday I received an order And I can see it from the gallery. It's like each painting by two. It's a huge order, over $20,000. And I called them and said, who are you? Oh, we are a gallery in New York. I said, sir, your refund going to be provided in 5 minutes. For what reason? I said, I have super nice part of my site. It's called terms and conditions. I don't need reason to cancel the order. Because my father did this painting for the people. And I sell them cheap, not for some gallery buys them and make quick dollar out of it. No way. I sell them cheap, so the legacy of my father going to continue and not somebody make some money. This was my answer to the galleries. If some of the galleries looking for it and you bought paintings in order to resell eBay, Amazon, contact me. Because you're going to have issues when you're going to list them. I promise. Just contact me and say, hey, David, can you do it? Do we have your permission? And I will see who are you. We're going to talk and then I'm going to decide. Because one thing is to own 5, 10 paintings and if you want to resell them, it's this understandable. But to use now the situations that we have, like my father passed away and tried to buy, with only one idea to resell. And especially I know it's like in their emails, their domain of the website. So I go to the domain and say, hey, this person sell on Amazon and he sell long time. So my father never wanted to work with these people. Why do I need to start working? No. I have a collector now. We're publishing the catalog. I have a collector. He owns 70 of my father's paintings. It's going to be #1 collector. I have people own more paintings than Boris, for example. He has 60 at his house. I have more. And I'm super grateful that I have collectors like this because I know those people are going to treasure it for a long time and not somebody buying, oh, I need to resell it, quick dollar. And I'm not in this business. Never was. We sell directly to the buyers. Or somebody like, I had one company, we almost filed a lawsuit against them. They buy paintings and they tell us all the time different addresses to ship. So after 5 addresses, I called them and said, you buying a gift, so what? No, we are a dropship company. I said, do you have agreement with us? What do you sell? It's not your business. I said, you know what? All the order canceled. I want them back. So this is the way as I work. And now with the studio, we're going to continue legacy of my father. You know, I'm really happy today, even though I'm sad, but I'm happy. Now I know for sure that his name is going to be forever. Because let's say if it's no new paintings, how long can I promote Ali by the Lake? And especially it's sold, it's only print. How long can you listen to my story about my father? Another month. And that's it. Everything. But now I have new artists. I'm going to introduce you new interesting people. People with their life. And their life connected with our life, with Afromov. So it's continuing. It's continuing. So thank you very much. Don't forget, tomorrow prices sets and the super large sizes go up. The recreation done by my father, less and less on the site. Boris just now removed about 50. Of course, the person that canceled, he canceled about 50 paintings. They came back to sale, so it's good. So these pieces are available, so we're in good shape. But soon, you're going to be able to see brand Afromov. Afromov t-shirts, Afromov cups with his paintings, student works, a lot of stuff in a big stores, like a big store chains. Now, I have, like in Russia, we have second breast open, so I can breathe again, like I have more power. Now I know that I can make my father more famous. I can bring his legacy more to the people. So it's good. And I have this power and I'm gonna do it. Somebody said, oh, you need to prepare good legal team to protect yourself because you're gonna have issues. People buy a recreation and they think it's your father, but you're gonna send them to the studio. Is this never gonna happen? Never. Never is this gonna happen. Because studio is studio, Afromov paintings even ship from different locations now. They're never gonna be mixed up. And if I only made mistake once today, but I don't think somebody gonna sue me that instead of instead of studio, I'm gonna send a real Afromov. I don't think it's gonna happen, so I don't change the description. And in case, we have very strong legal team. So hopefully I answer this person. I would love to talk with him in private, because I'm sure he's a smart person and we can discuss more about art. I want to show my point of view in art, not only the regular gallery owner box. It's my point of view. So it was like my impression, my point. So now, yeah, Banja Kitten, it's $25,000, and I also hope nobody has this money, so I know I don't want to sell it. But I received all the emails. Now I have to answer, hold on, about 850 emails. So if you don't receive response from me by tomorrow morning, it's meaning you're going to receive response by tomorrow afternoon, because I have a lot of emails to answer. I'm sorry if I'm not answering immediately. Okay? Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for your support. Together with you, Afromov gonna stay forever. No matter how. As an original, he created 3,000 original unique in his lifetime. About 10,000 recreations. By the way, I'm gonna finish to counting them next week. A lot of prints, declares, posters, but now the new students, like his family students, family artists is going to continue working, continue creating new paintings. And then we can say Afromov Studio created million paintings that have in millions of houses. And with more studio paintings created, more value for originals. This is a life. Thank you very much. I'm David Afromov, Afromov.com. We're gonna be with you all the time. Tomorrow, we're gonna have super interesting broadcast from the studio. And I'm gonna introduce you each studio artist, so you will see how it's working. And we're gonna put comparison between my father painting and studio work, so you will see the difference. And also I'm gonna show you some AliExpress knockoffs that I bought. I purchased them a lot. I spent $500, purchased a lot of knockoffs. So tomorrow I show you how the knockoffs look like, so you will understand the difference. Okay? Thank you very much. I'm David Afromov, Afromov.com.